My first love is the sea and water, not music. Music is second. I flirt all the time. I like men. I don't think we can do without them. For my love is like the wind, and wild is the wind. You have to learn to get up from the table when love is no longer being served. I drink much more than I ought to drink because it brings me back you. You don't know what it's like to love somebody the way I love you. What is love but a prelude to sorrow, with heartache ahead for your goal? I'll tell you what freedom is to me: no fear. To me, we are the most beautiful creatures in the whole world, black people, and I mean that in every sense. I know I'm different, but I don't think about it. Life is short. People are not easy to know. They're not easy to know, so if you don't tell them how you feel, you're not going to get anywhere, I feel. There's no excuse for the young people not knowing who the heroes and heroines are or were. Having as little to do with human beings as possible, in some weird way, I am at peace. I'm a real rebel with a cause. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. I believe in racial memory, too. I'm sure I've got ancient African blood in me that has something to do with what I am. It's a good time for black people to be alive. That is why we fly from the inner void, since God might steal into it. It is not the pursuit of pleasure and the aversion for effort which causes sin, but fear of God. We know that we cannot see Him face to face without dying, and we do not want to die. It's an artist's duty to reflect the times in which we live. To most white people, jazz means black, and jazz means dirt, and that's not what I play. I play black classical music. I don't like rap music at all. I don't think it's music. It's just a beat and rapping. I didn't get interested in music. It was a gift from God. Anything human can be felt through music, which means that there is no limit to the creating that can be done with music. You can take the same phrase from any song and cut it up so many different ways. It's infinite. It's like God, you know? I want to shake people up so bad that when they leave a nightclub where I've performed, I just want them to be to pieces. It is difficult to retain your standards with the pressure of trying to make money, which always has its rules. It's hard to walk the tightrope of doing what you think is your best and making money at it. When I'm on that stage, I assume honor. I assume compensation, and I should. My people have very subtle slang, inflections and ways of saying things that has little to do with words. If you're from the same place, you'll feel the jargon and know exactly what's happening. Same with any neighborhood cat. What he sees and hears and feels and lives makes him what he is. That's what blues is. Music is as close to God as I know. What I was interested in was conveying an emotional message, which means using everything you've got inside you, sometimes to barely make a note. Or if you have to strain to sing, you sing. Sometimes I sound like gravel, and sometimes I sound like coffee and cream. The pressure of show business is on all the time, and show business is a fickle business. Whatever is popular now, that's all that counts. I have to constantly re-identify myself, to myself, reactivate my own standards, my own convictions about what I'm doing and why. Talent is a burden, not a joy. I'm not of this planet. I do not come from you. I am not like you. Music is an art, and art has its own rules. And one of them is that you must pay more attention to it than anything else in the world. if you're going to be true to yourself. And if you don't do it, and you're an artist, it punishes you. I think that the artists who don't get involved in preaching messages probably are happier. But you see, I have to live with Nina. As a political weapon, music has helped me for 30 years defend the rights of American blacks and third world people all over the world. To defend them with protest songs. To move the audience, to make them conscious of what has been done to my people around the world. When I was studying, there weren't any black concert pianists. My choices were intuitive, and I had the technique to do it. So I have become known as a black classical pianist. Once I understood Bach's music, I wanted to be a concert pianist. Bach made me dedicate my life to music. And it was that teacher who introduced me to his world. I had spent many years pursuing excellence because that is what classical music is all about. Now it was dedicated to freedom, and that was far more important. I wasn't a jazz player, but a classical musician, and I improvised arrangements of popular songs using classical motifs. Everything that happened to me as a child involved music. It was part of everyday life, as automatic as breathing. I think the rich are too rich, and the poor are too poor. I don't think the black people are going to rise at all. I think most of them are going to die. Greed has driven the world crazy. Slavery has never been abolished from America's way of thinking. You get racism crossing the street. It's in the very fabric of American society. You don't have to live next to me. Just give me equality. Desegregation is a joke. The worst thing about that kind of prejudice is that while you feel hurt and angry and all the rest of it, it feeds you self-doubt. You start thinking, perhaps I am not good enough. At this crucial time in our lives, when everything is so desperate, when every day is a matter of survival, I don't think you can help but to be involved. You use up everything you've got trying to give everybody what they want. We have ordered things so long in a certain way We are numb. Nobody dares question it. That is what is wrong, symbolically, with America. This is the world you have made yourself. Now, you have to live in it.